Hey, I guess this is live YouTube. First time doing this, haven't been on here in a while. How you guys doing? This is Christine Austin-Ill from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there was a couple questions out on a couple of videos asking me about leads and why would I purchase leads, or why should somebody purchase leads, or how they could obtain leads for free. And honestly, the best answer I could give you as far as leads, as far as why I would order leads, is the leads from Lincoln Heritage are exclusive leads. And what that means is they send out leads to certain areas that they've done all the research, spent thousands of dollars to make sure that they are reaching the right seniors that need our product. So, hey, Lakita, that's pretty cool. So that's why I love our lead system, as well as this is a business. So we're running our own business. We're 1099. And yeah, sure, you can go out and you can just randomly knock doors. You could, talk to people on the street. That is definitely encouraged. Anybody that's around you, whether you're at the gym, at the grocery store, in the library, anybody and everybody that is around you can be a potential client. However, I purchase leads. It's just like running a business. When I had my credit restoration company, I had to pay for my internet. I had to pay for my phone system. I had to pay for the cable for my waiting room. And a lot of those utilities, they were double the price that I paid for, those things at home, because of the cost of doing business, having to have a big printer and a fax machine in the office. Like, I had to pay for those things out of the money that I was making. I had to pay for those things because that is the cost of running a business. The fact that we get all of our flyers, our paperwork, our applications, and everything else free, really? Paying for leads to put me in position to win, to put me in front of an individual who requested the information, somebody who is actually looking for final expense. Now, granted, you will still get those individuals who say, oh, I'm no longer interested, or, oh, I have life insurance, or whatever. And forgive me, because it is the day after Christmas, and yes, I am in the field. So I am looking for my next house. Anyway, you're still going to end up getting individuals like that. But our job is to actually let the individuals know what they need and why you're there. They had life insurance when they filled out the form. It is a person's natural way or being to say no, or I'm not interested, when you come popping up at the door and they didn't expect you. It's just an automatic. People are used to saying no at least 6 times, right? So leads, the year that I did not use leads, I made about $58,000. The very next year, when I started to buy into the lead system through Lincoln Heritage, I jumped to 142. All right. I did start to build a team that year, but only 22,000 of my income came from my team because it was very small and new. All right. Okay, I see a question that's popping up. I thought about doing this. I have a question. I have a felony. I'm sorry. For whatever reason, that went away really fast. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry. I'm driving, but that question went by real fast. If you can copy it and just repost it for me, admin, I'll be more than happy to read it real quick and respond to you. But yes, the lead system, going back to that main question as to why I hurried up and logged in, it works. It's phenomenal. I know individuals who have actually purchased leads through an outside vendor and, found out, the leads were $2, $3, some were $7, but they were worked. Those individuals had been harassed by so many other life insurance agents from different companies that they just did not want to be bothered. I don't want to deal with, those type of leads. I love Lincoln's leads. I'm here, hey, on the lead, give you an example of one of my leads. If you can see that, right there it says final expense information, right? Final expense life insurance. So they know exactly what they're filling this form out. On the other side of it, it shows that it's with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. So there's no secrets. It's not just, BS. So that's why I love the lead system. I'd rather spend the money to make sure that it's putting me in the right place at, sometimes the right time. It's just a matter of working the lead. And how do I work the leads? As you saw on there, I will knock a door 7-8 times. I make sure to write down the day, the date, and the time that I knock on that door, because I want to make sure that I'm hitting at different times. How do you deal with the potential client when they say that they didn't fill out the information? And the other one is, I have a felony conviction at 06 I thought about getting. Okay, so the first one was about the felony. I know several agents that have had felonies in their background. You would go through the same process as far as taking your state test. You do want to make sure that you have several individuals that can write a statement as to your character today, and how, you want to make sure that you're writing a statement as well as far as what you've learned from that process and what had happened, how you were convicted. So you have to kind of write your whole story. And you got to make sure that you don't have any fees left over, you're not paying for anything, or you're not on like any house arrest or anything like that, any restitution, I believe that's what it's called. So you have to be clear. And so some individuals, it just really depends on what that felony is. But there are individuals that are with Lincoln that I know that have backgrounds that Lincoln is given a second chance. So good luck to you. Hopefully you can get through the process. Some individuals, it took 1, 2, or 3 years to get through because Lincoln, well, not even Lincoln, but the state of Pennsylvania wanted to make sure that that individual didn't fall into any type of mishaps. So they were on a probationary period. But definitely it is worth pushing through and doing what is necessary. The state will let you know exactly what you need to do to get approved. All right, so good luck to you. What do I say whenever an individual says to me at the door that they didn't fill it out? Okay, so my last lady, I just was at a house, and I'll show you that lead. I'll kind of cross out their name. Okay, so this one has right there their age and their phone number filled out, right? So I get to the door, and I had called a couple of times. Their mailbox their voicemail box was full, so I wrote that down. And I knocked on the door today, and I was just like, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Are you Thomas? And well, I said the name, and he was like, yeah. And I said, hey, I'm here because you requested this information. So when I'm at the door, I'm always like to the side, tilted to the side, pointing so that they can see it. And he looked at it, and he was like, oh, why? I didn't fill anything out. I said, oh, don't worry, I get that all the time. Whose handwriting is this? Right? And so he looked at it and he said, you know what? I'm not sure. That might be my wife. You know what? I get it all the time. Sometimes the spouses fill out the information thinking you're going to get something in the mail. Is your wife home? And he was like, well, actually, she is. Come on in. So I went in, and she came down, and, she had a great time yesterday. Let's just say it that way. And she's like, oh, I didn't think anybody was going to come to the house. I'm like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I tried to call a few times, wasn't able to get through. I'm actually coming in from, Erie, and it takes about 10 minutes to go over the information. Real easy. I'll be in and out of your hair before you know it. So I went over the information and was able to help that family and kept it moving. So you got to be quick on your toes. We're here to help people, period. We're here to help them. They filled it out. I'm here to help you. I've had individuals say, oh my God, completely filled out lead. And they will swear up and down they didn't fill it out. Nobody comes to their house. Nobody lives there. And I'll say, well, do you have a touch of dementia? Maybe just a little bit. And I'm good with my shoulders, kind of like humbling, so not to offend. I don't want to offend anybody at the door. So the last thing you want to do is make them feel like, you're trying to tell them they're a liar. So I'm like, well, do you have a little bit of dementia maybe? And sometimes they'll look at you and like, oh, you know what? I might have filled it. You know what? I can't remember what I did last week. Well, listen, since I'm here, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. It may be something that'll be a good fit for you and your family, or maybe somebody else that you know. So hopefully that helps. So you kind of take that off of them as far as, you know, it's information, it's free, might be good for you, or maybe somebody you know can benefit from this program. I'm already here. Where can we sit? So that's what I do. All right. So that's it. I like this little live. Next time I do it, I'll know that I can actually see comments pop up. I think that's pretty cool. I am working today. I'm in the field. I just happened to pull over because I missed my house. And yeah, this is really awesome. So any other questions, feel free to pop them on one of the videos. And as I'm driving through, I'll stop and answer some of those questions. So good luck to you guys. Do not overthink this. Don't overthink this. I wrote apps last week. Friday I worked. I didn't work Saturday or Sunday. No, I worked Saturday. And I wrote an app on Saturday as well. Don't think about the holidays. It doesn't matter. You know, McDonald's is open, the gas station's open, the mall is open, everybody's open. This is your business. You should be open as well. The wife of this client, she said, I can't believe you're working today. And I said, well, why not? Everybody else is open. And she laughed, you know, and I'm like, why not? A lot of people don't know that, you know, I'm on commission and I'm working my own business, and they don't need to know that. But I'm out here and I'm working. I have a full day and I plan on having a great time. I love the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I don't say it if I don't see any, you know, decorations, because there's different nationalities, different religions, and I don't want to offend anybody. That's why I don't have on any Christmas, you know, lights or anything on me, because, again, people, you know, can judge. So I just like to wear my lanyard with my heart because I love people, and so that's just what I do. So, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if you celebrate. Don't overthink this thing. Go out and have a great time. Love on these people because they need it. Be the light that you want them to see. Thank you so much for answering my question. That was very helpful. I had some people telling me on the phone. That went away too fast. On here, the message needs to be a little bit shorter because it goes away really quick. So I was able to read the first half. If you want to put your question back up there for me, I'll be able to answer it. And for whatever reason, I can't, well, I got to figure this out, how to be able to pull those. If someone tells me no over the phone, you suggest going to see the, heck yeah! What? Listen, I can't even begin to show you leads that I've called and they said, you know what, I'm no longer interested. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember. They don't remember. They don't remember. Listen, when individuals turn 65 years and older, I'm trying to see if I can find one that's in my stack to just show you that, yeah, they're in my stack, and I'm going to go door knock them, that have told me, you know what, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not interested. You know, some of them, oh, yeah, here's one in my stack I'm going to go see. She probably won't make it until tomorrow. So I have it on the phone. That's not interested, right? Don't remember, I'm not interested. Okay. Listen. Yes, I am straight up door knocking. I paid, like, whatever I paid for the leads, and I don't keep track of how much I paid for the leads because I don't care. I just order my batch and I keep it moving. I carry the lead letter. I have it laminated. So this is the lead letter that's in this area. On the other side, I have the other lead letter. And if you're with Lincoln Heritage, you'll notice that at the bottom of your leads in that little corner, there's lead letters. So sometimes they'll have 2 or 3 different lead letters in an area. And you can just call Lincoln Heritage and ask them to send you a copy of that lead letter to your email. And I print those out and I laminate them. And I carry this on my clipboard. So I have my little scheduler for the week. This goes, and it's laminated, so it's easy for me to slide off the clipboard. And then I have my leads right on top, and I print mine 2 to a page, so that lead letter is right there. So right up top is what we get, right? And then that's the letter. So when I'm showing this at the door, they see this, and I can easily slide it out. And a lot of them remember that little, it's not an eagle, it's a bird, but I always say the eagle. They remember seeing that, right? So, yeah, they told me no at the door. No on the phone. They hung up on me. Sometimes they scream on me. You know, they're getting a lot of phone calls. They may have filled out a ton of forms, and people are harassing them. And some of them don't remember. So, yeah, I'll go door knock them. I won't even make a mention that they said not interested on the phone. I'm doing the same thing as I do at every door. Hey, how you doing? I'm Christine up here from Pittsburgh. I'm here to go over that final expense information you requested, and I'm pointing right at final expense information, and they can see if they filled out anything. If they didn't fill anything out, I'm just pointing over at the final expense. Only takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll be in and out of here before you know it. Sometimes I say I'll be 5 to 10 minutes unless you talk me to death. It's completely up to you, but I'm light. And if they say, you know what, I told them on the phone I wasn't interested, well, listen, do you remember filling out this letter at all? This is the cash benefit that pays out in 24 hours for your family with the family support services. It's going to make sure that we get the best cost possible. Has anybody had a chance to really go over that information with you? So that's at the door. And usually that cash pay out in 24 hours family support service is what catches that attention. I'm like, listen, there's no obligation. I get paid anyway, which I do. I get paid monthly anyway. We obviously get paid more if we write a policy. But because of my residuals, I am going to get paid monthly anyway. So I'm not really lying. But that takes off that pressure of them thinking that you're going to be trying to sell them at the door. I'm like, listen, I'm here. Go over this information. I can get you marked off. If it makes sense, great. If not, no worries. I'll be on to my next house. All right? But definitely, if they tell me no on the phone, you have to tell me no in person. And honestly, Lakita, if they are telling me, like the one lady earlier today, she was like, oh, you know what, I'm no longer interested. And I said, okay, well, wait a minute. How can you tell me you're no longer interested and I didn't get a chance to tell you about the program? And she was like, well, you know what it's like? It's day after Christmas. I got so much going on. I said, listen, so let's just be honest. You're just busy right now. And she said, I am very busy. I said, no problem. And I pulled up my scheduler, and I said, I'm going to be back in Pittsburgh on Saturday, and I'll also be back on Tuesday. She said, Tuesday would be awesome. No problem. And so I told her, please mark it down that I'm going to be here on Tuesday. And she said morning was better for her, and I was there in the afternoon. And I said, great. I will see you first thing in the morning on Tuesday. So don't be so quick to turn around as soon as somebody says, I'm not interested. We have to find out, well, is it timing? And pay attention to the body language of the individual at the door. Because they tell us a lot based on how they're shifting, how they're looking. You know, you got to really do the full communication. It's everything. Body language, what they say, the whole nine. But I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm supposed to be door knocking. And yeah, I'm only going to get in trouble by myself. So I am my own boss. And the boss said it's time for me to go to work. So love you guys. Hang in there. Keep pushing your goals. Have them up. Have them everywhere. Thank you. I'll check my email. And just keep going. Keep going. Make sure you are balancing and budgeting your money that you receive, because we do get paid so sporadically. And you'll be fine. You will be fine. Just keep going forward. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.